going and going and going and going and going and going. It's very rare. So I think he was very lucky.
So on that note, how much of it is talent? Because I feel like it's changed now from talent to more of algorithms, views, likes, all these things. So, because there's some terrible songs out there that have these likes, and I'm not going to lie, there is some very bad tunes.
It is bad. My DJ was mad when I picked him up yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up with you? So I've just been on over 300 songs I've looked, and I've only picked out 2. And I'm like, he's like, the market is rubbish right now. There's no one bringing music out. There's nothing new. There's nothing that's
fresh
and engaging for us. So I said to him, don't worry, I'm gonna do the garage and bassline EP soon. So you'll have sitting. I plan to do everything.
Yeah.
I would like an acoustic. I would like a rock mixed with hip hop album because I do like rock.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a classical album, but I don't necessarily want to sing on it. I'll get classical artists, do you know what I mean? In that way, like, so yeah, there's albums that I want to do, and then my album's gonna be a combination of that.
Okay.
So what did you ask me? You asked me if...
See if you remember. If it's talent or if it's...
Talent, that's it. So back in the day, it was talent. A record label would take your talent and they would market it, and then it would come about the likes and that because the company's done that. Today what they're doing is, because we have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and all these other platforms, they want to see you've got 200,000 likes. They want to see... So I got a modelling contract with, at the time it was with Under Armour, Prince Oliver and another big name I can't remember. And I remember them saying to us, we need your pictures when you put them up to have 100 likes, and so you need to get all your people to like it. Now I'm real. If you don't want to like it, you know, I don't want to force anyone or beg anyone for anything when it comes to my music. If you come across it and you hear it and you like it, that's winning. That's winning for me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to have to be like, I need you to go look at my tune. You need to go press like, because then it's
begging.
And it's forceful as well. I don't think music should be forceful. When I made half these songs, they weren't forced. They were made because of love and me just sitting down, relaxed under guidance, or speaking to Yasu Safari and do you know, like engaging in music differently. So you are right in that, because today it's not about talent. It's about how many TikTok views you have and how many likes you have on your song.
But you know what? It actually ruins the artist, I feel, personally, because it's like 30 seconds taken, put onto a little video, and everyone remembers that 30 seconds. So when you put them on stage, they might not sound like the TikTok, you know?
It's sad. I think it's sad.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, it's going to get a bit worse before it gets better, because we've got AI. We've got this AI thing now where we don't know they don't know how to... Can I use a Biggie AI verse? Do you get what I mean? Like, is it okay? You know, like, and before them I'll let all them laws be, sort all that out before, but I don't need to, me and music's very different. I'm very old school. I've worked in the studio since I was 12, 13, so for me, the process of doing it is always going to be the same. It's never going to change for me. I don't need to do an AI and have my vocals come out as a female's voice. I'll get Rebecca. Do you know what I mean? Like I won't be doing none of that silly AI stuff. I mean, I think it's good in some aspects. Film, I guess it would be good for film. Do you know, we don't have Biggie's voice anymore. Yeah. But if we needed to use it for something in a film,
I always think of the family. Like, their loved one has passed.
Yeah.
Would his mum want to keep on? You know, as much as the records are out there.
It's hard to say that. No, that's a cliche, because as an artist, I'm not an artist for me. I'm an artist for you lot. Do you get what I mean? So, and that's never going to stop. So if, I'm just going to say it as it is because we're saying it. But if I pass away and they want to use my vocal as AI, I'm expecting my mum to sign that. Okay. Because it still keeps the brand, my name going. Yeah, like and it memory. Also, and it also keeps the memory going. Now, as a parent, is what you asked me about. Would I want to hear my child's voice on something over and over again.
Just, I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
If I had to be honest, no. I'd be like, no. But it's not about the art. The artist isn't about the artist.
Yeah, I reckon Biggie himself would probably, as an example, would
say
yes.
You reckon he'd say yeah?
But as the.
I reckon Bob would have said no.
Of course.
I reckon Bob. No. Yeah, sample my voice. Make sure my picnic catered for you. And it's understandable because the music business is so. It's messy.
It's actually, I think
it's politics.
I think it's actually the business aspect of it, from what I've heard and some of the women that have gone through horrible things. Yeah. It's unimaginable. And whenever I can, I always think to myself, what can we do? What can we do to encourage, I'm going to say, a lot of producers and so on, to not do that? I don't understand, like, what is going on, but it's like a constant cycle. Alright, so
I'm going to switch on to something that we probably shouldn't be talking about, but I'm going to say anyway.
Go for it.
So, you know the whole Diddy allegations, it's the same thing. Someone taught him that. Yeah. He didn't just come out and say, I'm going to do this today. Do you know what I mean? Someone showed him the blueprint. Yeah. And I think they're the people that need to be punished for it. The ones who are... So, predominantly, producers who try it on with artists and all the rest. And
to be fair, there is some men as well that have been abused. So I want to highlight that as well.
Yeah, and men as well. But someone's taught that person that. Yeah. They haven't just sat down and said, I'm going to try it on with you and see what I can get out of you. Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. We know there's evil people on the planet. So some of them are just come evil, innit? Yeah, yeah. And we can't help that. Them need Jesus, man. They need God.
They need something.
They need Bob Marley's One Love on a Sunday. But it's that's very cliche, I think, because it's about your soul. And I think if you ain't got the right soul, you're going to try and take advantage of somebody rather than trying to give back or let them grow them.
Uplift them, you know?
This is my plan. My plan is to uplift. I do anyway. I know it's done. I uplift everybody daily, whether it's a Facebook status or my thing is to make you get up, feel like, you can do this. Because there's times where I'm like, I know as positive I am, there's times where I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yeah. Like, I physically don't know how I'm going to get from A to B. I don't know how I'm going to get to that gig. I don't know. There's times where I'm like, I've been doing this for too long. I'm going to give up. Like, there's times. Yeah. This is why I wrote Never Give Up. Okay. It's the reason why I wrote it. So that that message can go out to people and it can resonate with them. Yeah. I've had one of my bedrooms not long call me Levi and he was like, this song is a tune. I've had to add this to my playlist. He goes, he said to me, it's so uplifting and motivating. And I never looked at that and I wrote the bars. Yeah. It was only when I've felt that energy. I can't do it, I don't want to do it. And then I've listened to the tune and I'm like, actually, I ain't giving up. I've got to listen to myself. Like, why didn't you listen to yourself when you recorded it, mate? You would have been better 6 months down the line. So, I think every message should be uplifted, especially to heal the youth, because their generation is going to be damaged by what governments and politics are doing to us today. Yeah,
what they see. They see so much so young. It's like the innocence is gone, you know. Like you said, fast. And it's like, ooh.
You've got 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds playing Fortnite. You've got
crazy
playing gun games, and which takes away from their sympathetic view of things. And there's a lot of politics.
Mind control, as they say.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics in music that needs to be refined. And I don't know if maybe what's happening with Diddy will
show itself. But there's so many. Diddy is one, but then there's people like R. Kelly as well. He was another one. There's so many.
That whole R. Kelly thing was stupid to me though. Nah, serious. Okay. I'll tell you why it was stupid. Nobody said nothing. Like, we knew what he was doing. Yeah. Like, you can't get married to a 15-year-old in pretty much any part of this country. Yeah. Any part of the world. No disrespect, maybe somewhere in Asia, like that side, but on this Western side, it's not going to happen. You'll go to jail, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But for him to come out and say, I've married a 15-year-old, like, no one said anything. Yeah. No one slapped this geezer on the wrist. People were still taking their picnics to his house to us. Yeah. Do you know, like, no one said anything. So I think we're to blame for that. And I don't mean us as black people, I mean the culture.
Yeah.
The culture's to blame for that because no one said anything. And these are the things that need to be put to bed.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, no, nah, bro. Nah, that's not how we act. That's not how we move.
Yeah.
Again, it's the educational.
Yeah.
Whoever taught Diddy taught him good, didn't it? That's how I look at it. They taught him good enough for his brain to be. Look at Michael. I don't believe Michael would hurt a kid.
Okay.
I just don't. Now, what the culture vultures did to him to make us believe.
Yeah.
I don't know R. Kelly. I don't know Diddy.
That's it.
I don't know them personally. I like your artwork.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily need to like you as a person, but then I can't judge you. I don't know you.
That's
Never
it.
met you. And this is another problem with the culture. It's you know how the internet says the internet wins.
Yeah.
But we would hear one thing and we'll all go with that narrative. Yeah. And no one wants to change it because we're scared the world's going to get on our shoulders. And I understand that. But where does that barrier break for our kids?
Yeah.
How do we stop the violence when we're nurturing it?
Yeah.
We're making it's okay. It's not, and I'm not saying, I'm not taking away, if they did something wrong, punish them, yes. I did something wrong at school. I had a fight and got whooped 6 times. I wasn't happy about it, but it changed me. Yeah. I didn't have another fight. Do you get what I mean? There's formulas that work and there's formulas that don't. And I think with music and politics, it's really hard for us to say, okay, how do we raise the next lot so we don't have another big impact situation? How do we?
That was sad. That's a sad story.
Sad. Yeah, it's the biggest thing in hip hop for us.
The two at the time, they were the two best, as people want to say.
Yeah, definitely.
And they were friends. Took one situation.
Again,
that they didn't know about.
The vulture cultures of this situation, making it feel like it's something and it isn't, like and everybody in the world just says, yeah, they're going to war. It's dumb. We like excitement. We like bad things as well, unfortunately. You know when someone trips up and you're laughing at them?
Yeah.
And after you've laughed, you'll say, are you okay? Yeah. Now, that's not our fault. That's DNA. That's DNA coding. Yeah? But we do have a sympathy level of it. I just think as people, we need to learn how to use it more, how to nurture more, and not point fingers. So
judge, innit?
Yeah.
As Garnet says, judge not.
King.
Yeah, man. Archangel.
That's what made me fall in love with reggae. Garnet.
So
because my mum's Rasta, innit? So every day in my yard, I heard Garnet. Like I know his splashing, dashing. I could sing probably half of his album. Like he was a big for me, and when he was to come to Barbados, my mum was gonna take me because I loved him that much. And then the whole incident happened where someone shot the canister. Yeah. So yeah, sad. I cried at that. I cried at Pac.
Yeah, man.
I don't think I cried at Pac. I was just a bit upset. I remember a girl at school. She was really upset. I had to give her a cuddle and that, but I don't think I was mad like that. She's a year above me, so I had no, you know what I mean. But yeah, I didn't cry at Biggie. I was mad. I was mad for hip hop.
Okay.
I was mad for that world because I started off hip hop.
Yeah.
Reggae's kind of come into play for me.
Okay.
And I would give that to my Uncle Charlie. I would definitely give that. And Scar.
Yeah.
So I did a gig with the Specials and the Selector together.
Okay.
It must have been about 10, 15 years ago now.
Yeah.
But I was the only artist on stage with them. Johnny Cash was alive at that time as well. Bless his soul. And he's massive in India. Anyway, so I did that gig with them, and that gave me that live band feel, because my uncle was like, come to the practice if you come practice. And then obviously it's Scar.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then me and him did a remix of Welcome to Jamrock.
Okay, yeah.
We did that on stage, talking about Hillfields and the life of crime over there. So yeah, it was really mad. But that gave me the reggae vibe. Garnet Silk in Barbados, Uncle Charlie when I was here. And then this EP's just come about because I get adventurous with music.
Okay.
like I did my hip hop EP, the Blacklist, and I then was like, I want to do a reggae. It was kind of presented to me in a whole different way. My uncle was someone from Dirty Rock Entertainment, or someone associated to him, was staying at my uncle's house.
Yeah.
He sent me loads of beats.
Okay.
Kareem's beats were on there. I chose them out, and it was mainly Kareem's beats I chose out just by lot. There was a few other ones that are really good. Another producer called Raptor from Saint Martinique. But I haven't managed to have a conversation with him about these other two songs. So I just said to Kareem, let's just do an EP together. It almost never happened because when I sent money to Jamaica, don't ever do it with your bank. Do it either PayPal or Western Union.
Yeah.
My bank messed up. But it wasn't a bad thing because they recuperated my money and they gave me compensation, which kind of paid for the EP in hindsight.
Okay.
So I sent everything across to him. He mastered it because he wanted to master it, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then just putting it out. We went to Jamaica, shot the videos, which was really fun and tiring at the same time.
Okay.
Because you think you're going for a holiday, but when it's music, you've done the whole out abroad thing. It's not a holiday, innit? It's work, networking, and.
Let's talk to me about that, because I seen the videos on social media and that, and I was like, okay, he's living his life out there. And I know that that's the image that comes across.
Yeah.
But we know behind the scenes there's so much hard work.
So much.
And as Queen Omega says, we have to sacrifice, every single day.
Sacrifice. It was mad. So we got there in the evening.
Yeah.
We got there kind of late, by 8, 9. So I chopped it with my uncle till probably about 1, 2. The next day we hired a car, went straight to Kingston.
Okay.
Do you know, like 8-hour drive. When we got to Kingston, we went to the hotel that we were staying at, which was in Richmond on the corner. Then we went from there to SR and we did the live band thing.
Yeah. Then
from there we went straight and shot the video at Big Yard Studios. So it was constant. The night time we was meant to perform somewhere, but we spent too long doing a video that I haven't put out yet. It's called Back Off. So you're the first to know about that.
Oh, okay.
It's called Back Off. Obviously about the then back off, then bumper. So yeah, me and Shifty shot that. It's a really good video, I think. Really good. I can't wait till everyone sees that, because it's a bit ghetto. Like, we shot it in the middle of the ghetto. Do you know what I mean? Like, and we grabbed 2 girls, 2 models, and yeah, it's a really good video. So yeah, we did that video. Then the next day we went back to the grill.
Okay.
8 hours. This all happened in the space of 3-4 days. So those were I think we spent 2 days in.
Okay.
I think it was a night, 1 day, and then in the evening we drove back to the grill. So I think I had maybe 2 days with my uncle.
Oh, okay.
And on those days we went to see his mum's grave.
Okay.
Because I hadn't. It's my nan. Do you know what I mean? My auntie, my people's. Well, my people's people. So my uncle Charlie and my auntie Sonia had my cousins. My cousins are like my sisters.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, I don't even class them as my cousins. They're both my sisters. So I'm really close to my uncle Charlie. His mum, I loved his mum.
Yeah.
Miss Mary, bless her. She's such a lovely lady. So it was nice to go and see her grave. I cleaned it up.
Yeah.
I took some bits. I said, no, I'm going to clean it up and scrub it down and add some flowers.
Proper.
Yeah, so we went and did that just to pay the respects. There were certain family members who had not long got off COVID.
Okay.
And I might not have got to see them again. So it was kind of, I didn't just go to shoot a video. It was to see the family. It just so happened, because I'm a music man and I can make things work everywhere, I managed to get a camera guy over there. I managed to get what I mean? I was like, let's make the opportunity the best of it if I'm going to go. So it was nice to see the family members that I haven't met or seen before in a very long time.
Yeah.
That was really nice, because I speak to Uncle Charlie all the time. So I'm on the phone with most of these cousins that have never
met
them. So that was really nice to do. So we came back, we shot on the beach, which is just behind my uncle's house. And then we went to Blue Hole. That was a day trip.
Yeah.
shoot another video. Do you know what I mean? It was just, so really, I shot 4 videos out there.
Nice. And you know, I'm going to put a question to you that a lot of Jamaicans have said to me, which is about a lot of people come to the island, they'll shoot videos, they'll do all these things, but what do they give back to the island? Yeah. And I need to ask you this question as an artist.
It's good.
You know, as across the Caribbean, and a lot of, I'm not just artists up and coming, but artists, big artists, will come into an island.
I can give you that answer, no problem, because the cameraman was from Jamaica.
Love that.
So
big up the cameraman.
Paid him, fed him. Yeah. Do you know, like my cousin who did all the resource works, like making sure things that I couldn't do from here, that he could do over there easy. He was paid and fed. So it's always, I'm always giving back. Kareem met us. It was the first time I got to meet Kareem.
Okay.
He was in the video, obviously.
Yeah.
All of that was paid for by us, you know, to get his face out differently. Because I guess, even though he's got tunes with Sizzler and Sean Paul, I guess no one knows who he is.
Yeah.
They would have heard the name DJ Kareem, but I don't know how many videos he's appeared in. So it was that as well. Look, I need you in a video so this side of the country can see you, and if anyone wants to book you or you've been seen this side, do you know what I mean? So my giving back is always going to be there. I'm always going to make sure for the people, do you know, like I would have liked to have done a lot more stuff, like for Slave to the System, that's got Harriet Tubman on the front and it's got Marcus Garvey. I would have liked to have gone to those places and maybe done a free gig and maybe speak to some of the youngers, find out, you know, how what they know, what I know, and network. There's other things I would have wanted to do to give back, but
there's time.
10 days was 10 days, 4 videos, family members and people who are dying that I needed to see. So yeah, it was a bit one of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I can only say I'm always gonna give back, like always. And then obviously my uncle, you know.
Yeah.
Making sure, like, I had cousins who dropped us places and made sure the petrol was sorted and put that in your pocket and go buy yourself. Saying, them way though, you know, like you have to. I think as an artist, anywhere you go, you can't just subjectify yourself as I'm just gonna do this and I'm not. Everybody else don't matter. Do you know, we went into a patty shop, a homeless guy came in, do you know what I mean? He was a bit disrespectful, I had to educate him.
Okay.
And say, bro, you mean please can you do this? Do you know, like he was just buy me this, buy me that. Like, relax, fam. I'll look after you, but you gotta speak better than that. Yeah. So I had to educate him a little bit. But you know my name is knowledge, so it's an easy thing. So yeah.
But I don't I mean, obviously it was disrespectful how he approached you, but I get it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's always, especially in the Caribbean, there's always a fight.
Yeah, for anything.
And the same in place.
We fight in a line at a funeral.
Yeah.
For food, you know, like we're so ridiculous, but I think black people sometimes you need to calm down, man. We do need to start uniting a little more. Start understanding what it is about togetherness. Stop the segregation because that's not going to help nobody. We've already seen what that's done to religion on its own without going deep diving into it. Do you know what I mean? So I think we as a people need to start taking back control of the things society has slapped into us and said, nah, you lot over there, you lot over there.
Yeah, what we do lack is a leader.
Yeah.
If you think back, we had, like you mentioned before, Marcus Garvey. We had people like Leonard Howell. We had people, some of them had flaws, you know, like Malcolm X.
Mandela.
So many. But now, I'm not sure we do have a prominent leader. Whether that's because I don't know if the fight has gone. I'm not sure.
Even in music, Bob was a leader.
Of course.
Even in music, we had leaders in that time. Now we don't. When you've just said that, I'm like, actually.
Because it's something that's been on my mind for a while. Where is our leaders to look to?
Yeah.
Or are we seeing ourselves as leaders because of social media? And that's a dangerous thing because it's individual.
Yeah.
And you know, you speak togetherness.
There is one person I say, and I don't know what the group of people are called. I just know when someone's bullied a black person or a group of...
yes, Respect Rebellion.
Respect Rebellion.
Yeah,
so I would say he's a leader of today. Yeah. But only...
And Forever Family. He does
Forever,
the
he does,
Family.
yeah.
Man.
but only up until a certain aspect. That's a protection of leaderism.
Yeah.
That's not, can we come to you and get an insight off of, I think it's that.
I think he does some stuff like that, but I know from what I can see, he does like a lot of self-defense and things like that. And
I definitely say
I rate him for
today, I would say he's our leader. I don't know how much he can do to, or how much we can do to put him on a platform where he can speak. Yeah. He's probably doing it. That's what I like about him. Yeah. We're talking about it, and he's like, yeah, I've got that covered.
Yeah, he has spoke. I remember I've seen him do like, is it Speaker's Corner? Things like that. So I've seen him do it, but again, there's forces that will dumb him down.
It's pushed to a side. Like, this is what makes it hard for us. It's the same thing with the Grammys, yeah? We'll argue about the Grammys. Just make the black Grammys. It ain't even got to be called the Grammys. Call it Grannies for all I care. Do you know what I mean? But make a black version where it's catered for, so that we can decide. Yeah, Beyonce's supposed to have had a Grammy how long ago? Yeah. We'll give her one because she's ours. Yeah. She's our people. You know what I mean? What we're doing is infiltrating into that higher tier because we feel like we need to be there. Yeah. Just create your own thing, man. Yeah.
I mean, there is. I know there is certain groups that have done. I think, is it called the Iowa Awards? And I know they do a lot of great things.
It's hard.
They're not put on a pedestal, like the
That's what I was saying. It's hard because everybody wants that pedestal instead of building from the ground up. I'm sure Beyonce and Jay-Z could make their own award shows and get someone to present Achievement of Lifetime Award. She definitely deserves it. Do you know, like, and for what he does for the game, like behind the scenes, he deserves it. But there's so many artists that are. Where's Kano's? Yeah, I'm still repping for you, fam. Where's Kano's in music? Let alone him as an actor, because I rate him as an actor. But what Kano did musically, nobody can change that. He's supposed to get his flowers. Now he should be a leader. Yeah. Gets leader. This is how I see music now. These artists who have Central C.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, So Solid. Used to look up to them. I mean, even now.
As leaders.
Yeah, because I seen this group of
Large Up Mega Man.
Predominantly black people in this group, and they did everything together, from the PR, from this, from that.
Large Up Harvey, my bedroom, Romeo, Dan.
I love the fact that they were together. I really do.
And that created a movement where we wanted to look up to. Yeah. That's what we're missing today.
That's it. Even Bob, I love Bob. Yeah. Dennis Brown, Peter Tosh, all the legends, and I do think that we forget them. Yeah. As much as we say, "Oh, I love them," but we forget them what they've done
and what they did. Yeah.
And then obviously like Beres Hammond, I don't think that man gets the flowers he deserves.
He just. There needs to be a statue. His award needs to just be a golden statue in every country possible. This is what I'm trying to say. We're not doing it for us. Yeah. We're waiting for them to do it up there. And that's where it's wrong. Yeah. That's where it's wrong. To some extent, I have people tell me, we need you to lead up. I don't know if I would. It's not that I'm scared. It's I have a phobia of, I guess everyone does, of the elites and what they can do. We've seen what they did to Cat Williams. Do you know what I mean? We know what they can do, and I don't. Then you have to start thinking about your family, and
that's it. It's
because
family.
Every artist, there's two sides to every artist. There's him as an artist, so there's Perry and there's Pnology. Perry's life can be messed up sometimes. Pnology's all the way up here, bud, floating on cloud 9. Do you get what I mean? So. It's that balance, and I think to be able to lead, you need to have a good balance. That's why I said, Mr. Red Bull, you know what I mean? He's got that balance. Yeah. And then we already look up to him, which means an artist can go to him. An artist can help and whatever. It's hard. Skepta, I'd say, would be a great leader. JME would be a great leader.
There's so much talent that we as people have. Yeah. And it's quite interesting actually from somebody who is mixed race and looking at, okay, this is black community, white community, and then you've got our own community of mixed race. And how much talent we actually have is incredible. And
phenomenal.
We divide ourselves. That's the problem.
I don't get how. To be honest, most of the planet has got black blood in them. We know this by facts.
Let's talk about your tunes.
Yep.
Let's talk about them. Kick it off with who you've worked with, and of course, what music you're putting out there.
So this reggae album was produced by DJ Kareem, who produces for everyone. You know what I mean? Sizzler. When I knew he produced for Sizzler, I automatically, I want to work with him. And then I heard Busy Signal and Sean Paul. I just thought, nah, that's crazy. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, working with him was good. Amazing guy. There's things, like we sat for hours in the evening, and obviously the time difference. So Mum was up till 3, 4 in the morning having conversations back and forth on what we were gonna do, how we were gonna present it, how we were gonna put the tunes out, whatnot. And then I needed a bashment or a dancehall artist. I wanted a female, so I've got a dancehall tune on there called So I wanted to give back that way. I have a Jamaican artist on there as well. The tune with Jesus Afari came about because I'd already made I'm Not a Slave to the System, and I knew it was going to be a banger. I just knew from the time I made it. It was the way I spat on it. I originally wanted Sizzler on it, and when I couldn't get Sizzler because he'd not long signed a contract for an album deal or something, I knew I wasn't going to get him. I then was going to get Capleton. The money was perfect, and then my uncle said Garnet Silk's mentor, and my brain just went, wow. And he's a poet. So me and him chopped it up. We had a word, we spoke. I was blown away. One of the first conversations obviously was about Garnet. Yeah. And even to this day, to say that I'm connected to Garnet Silk is a blessing. Cause
you need to link with his son. Talent.
Do you know what? He mentioned him not about a few days ago. Yeah. And I said, I didn't know he had a son.
Yeah.
He sounds like him.
Yeah, and his mannerisms as well. I feel like, because I've spoke to him, and his mannerisms are like Garnet.
Wow.
And it's like, oh, God.
Yeah, I might line that up. So I have got I can't really say too much, but I've got another song with someone big coming. Okay. And I might, now that you've said that, I might see if I can do that. But yeah, obviously Shifty P, Chicago born, one of my best friends, lives in Scotland.
About Turbulence, how'd you link in?
The Turbulence thing was, again...
Big up, man, big up.
Big up, big up Turbulence. Like, that came about crazy. So, it was mad. My uncle Charlie, he was like, Turbulence has been here today. What? What? What do you mean Turbulence has been there today? So I was like, bro, play him, just send this tune to him, yeah? And say that's for him, innit? So I sent him some beats at first, some bashment beats that I've made, and there was one of them that he was like, that's for me, that ain't going nowhere. So I was like, you can have that, just jump on one of my tunes. This at the time was Wicked Ways. Okay. With UDM and Funk to See, the record label in LA. So that came about, and then we did that song. That got signed off to Funk to See, the record label. Put the tune out. Stop shelving my music. Yeah? I ain't afraid of or no. Yeah? In fact, I'll inbox you later. Say nothing. So yeah, we did that, and then I knew I was going to do another song with him, but he didn't know what. So when I made I'm Not a Slave to the System, I had Not Afraid already made as well. I made them both together. But I didn't know who I was putting on. Oh, okay. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So I said to him, I've got something, I'm going to send it you. When I sent him Not Afraid, he was like, P, this song got me bad. So I was like, I need you to kind of back my harmonies and give me some of your harmonies on top just to make it like a collabo. A full piece, yeah. And I said, of course, drop that verse, but his verse on that song is like, even him, he messaged me back. He must have just come from the studio and he was like, P, woo, P. He said, I really went in on that one. And I was like, yeah. I'll listen to it in a bit. And I flung the tune on and heard his voice.
Yeah.
Like, wow. And I said to him, I haven't heard you do that since Notorious. On a song, I have not heard you do what you've done on Not Afraid at all. Like, he just went in, bar after bar after bar. But Turbulence is a beast. He's a beast.
Another artist that hasn't got his flowers yet. He has a business mind like
give him the key to the city, man.
Bigging up so many up and coming artists as well, which is what
he
I
works
like.
With a lot of people.
Which is what I really do like. That's kind of how I rate artists as well. Same with like Junior Gong, and he brought up Kabaka.
Yeah.
But not just him. Black Am I.
Yeah.
Christopher Ellis. You know, so many, and that's what I like. Even Chronix as well. I like how his style is and how he.
Yeah,
you know
Protege, like eyes. Yeah, man. Coffee.
That's it.
Yeah.
But what is interesting is they've all quieted down at the minute.
Yeah. See, this is what makes me feel something's going on. But I'll give you the trick. Yeah. It's not many people know how the industry goes, and that's why I said I want to do the blueprint. No one drops nothing in April. It's the fourth quarter. So you'll get artists put stuff out in February, March, not April, May, because it's the start of the summer quarter. So no one ever drops in the last quarter of them. It's rare you'll get someone drop an album like in that time. So that's kind of how they do it. And obviously there's only 4 quarters. So after summer, it will die again. Yeah. Because everyone's trying to release a Christmas number 1. Do you know? It's a funny game, man. You gotta learn it.
So on that note, do you want to do a little freestyle for the people?
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, when you're ready.
You got a beat? Or you want it a cappella?
A cappella.
A cappella. I feel like we need a beat. Took my glasses, dark glasses. Your boy Pnology, Alright Radio. If you don't know, get to know DJKat, the Kat-a-lyst, nothing but love for ya. Princess Empress of all empresses in this city, always repping for reggae. If you don't know, get to know. I'm gonna give you something different, but I'm gonna slap a reggae twist on it. Is that good? On a good? Alright, let's have a listen. This one's produced by my bedroom DJ Ricks. He sent me this a couple nights ago. I meant to write to it, but you know how I stay. Who's ready? I'm not a slave to the system. My people never played victim. Police brutality, infliction. This real life is not. Yeah. Incarceration behind bars, that is what we're facing. God's children, black men, locked up in the dark pen. I said the can was getting raw. Slapped in the system from the day that you're born. Them preferring how they feel, picking cotton. Them not care if my people hit that rock bottom. It's a thing again, a better thing after the storm. Too many lives been taken, too many to mourn. We don't stand a chance when them shoot to kill. Victimized by the color of your skin. Quick to shoot a black man, say them shoot to kill. How much plus one red, how much? Not a slave to the system. DJKat never play victim. This real life, this not fiction. Dirty Babylon, you know how them deal with things. Hey, I'm not a slave to the system. This real life, this not fiction. DJKat, Alright Radio, your boy Pnology, done now, we locked in tight. Say nada, yeah? Yeah? Alright.